G'day everyone, Addict here, welcome back. Today I'm going to be having a little look into Bad El Khazar. Obviously I recently pulled him from a shard. I've built him up and he's honestly been very useful in my account. So I've actually taken this build from one of Ash's old videos. But one obviously key component in that I am not at Ash's level, neither is my gear, so this is going to be more tailored to early game players such as myself. That have been lucky enough to pull them. So I haven't even ascended them all the way up yet, so I do have all of his masteries. Before we get into all of that though, obviously we have a void shard 2 times, so I have a sneaky few here that I wanted to crack open and see if any yellow falls out. Or a man-eater or a godseeker or Neri would be also good. So yeah, let's see what we got here. We'll start with the 10. Man-eater, excellent. That is actually quite fucking unbelievable. I have painkeepers, so a man-eater is actually going to be very beneficial to this account right now. I honestly don't even care what these next 3 are going to be. So a few reliquary tenders. Okay, long braids. So we've got a shield. Place a shield on this champion. It's a bit selfish. Attacks one enemy, ignores 50% target defense when attacking under a shield. Interesting. Attacks one enemy 3 times. Each hit ignores 25% of target's defense. Grants an extra turn if this champion has full HP after using this skill. Increases ally attack in all battles by 25%. She doesn't seem too bad. Actually, for a dwarf, might be good in faction wars. And another one of these. Excellent. Well, that's that done. So let's get into the Bad El build that I've got. Okay, so this dude obviously has a great kit. I haven't had him too long, but already he's shown absolute immense promise in my account. From things like dungeons, through faction wars and the clan boss, and especially throughout Doom Tower progression. So originally I had him in a lifesteal set. It wasn't too bad, I suppose. I realised pretty quickly that it was a wasted set because I wanted him more as a poison / continuous heals champion. Lifesteal obviously only works for the raw damage deal, not off poison procs or anything fun like that. I mean, it'd be nice if it did. We'll make some champs insanely OP. I mean, Draco Morph and Calvalax come to mind in that respect. So obviously you want him for this A2, I apologise, which removes all debuffs. So he's got a cleanse, he's got a continuous heal, and he's got poisons that he puts out too, which is great. So you want to book this up. You want it on a 3-turn cooldown. If you don't, it's kind of pointless. Doing this whole build is kind of pointless. Originally I thought this A1 here was where he was doing his heals, but it's not the case. Obviously I've 3-starred him in Ascension to change this from. So when he's not ascended, it just does him. Where when you get 3-star, it goes to all allies. Obviously I want to get him 6-star, but Corrado sort of stole all the materials that I was going to use for that. This passive here is also very interesting. So all allies inflict 20% more damage against targets under poison debuffs. Now I'm not too sure if that applies to debuffs other champions place, such as I guess Venomage on his, I think, let's say A3. Where he's got a 75% chance of placing 5% poison debuffs for 2 turns. I don't know whether it applies to that, but I mean Venomage himself is pretty good with a decreased defense and a decreased attack, so 100% when booked. I really want to book him up, get him to 60, but I'm not here to talk about him, I'm here to talk about Bad El. So let's keep going back. I mean, I'm getting, I guess, a bit off topic there. But anyway, I watched a video from, I guess, none other than Ash last year. He similarly put his Bad El into a reflex set I guess, into one of his best reflex sets and had a showcase of how decent Bad L is at that level. So I was, as I am in most of his showcase videos, instantly like, that's it, that's what I want. And then I looked at my account. Comparatively, it's like a barren wasteland, tumbleweeds everywhere, and a dried up old well. But I mean, look, it's not all bad. I do have Bad L. I did have some reflex gear. I'm a bit of a hoarder, I guess, so there's always a few pieces of most of the sets floating around. So we'll just go and have a gander. Let's go into reflex. See what I've actually got here. I mean, I have done a few runs since this, so I might have a few more interesting bits. But this is my meager supply of reflex here. I don't even have one legendary piece, so that's good. But I do have some 6-star stuff. But as you can see, as I click through these, not a lot of them have speed rolls, do they? Or accuracy. Where's the speed? Where's the accuracy? Where is it? 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 Just nothing, right? Absolutely nothing. So, as you can imagine, it was very difficult. I've got accuracy here, so I've tried to glyph it out with the best glyphs that I've got. Which again, are very sort of beginning game, I guess. Early game, I should say, beginning game. We've got no accuracy, no speed. We've got 1 speed there. You know, like, I mean, I just can't. But anyway, I did have a triple speed roll on this perception weapon, which is absolutely amazing. Unfortunately, it's not 6-star, but c'est la vie. So I'd say that obviously, what you need in Bad L for this all to work, I guess, it still works. It's just not quite as good as what it could be. Its potential is limited. You need a high speed and you need a very high accuracy. I mean, the accuracy is for the poison, so you probably don't really need that, but you do need a very high speed. I mean, I'm 30, I think, away from 200, so 33 away from 200, which is slow. It is slow. But I guess for a early game account, it's probably not too bad. You know, I'm limited by my gear, as I guess most people are. I guess the other thing that needs to be pointed out is you don't need to, it's very beneficial to get lasting gifts, so you have 30% chance to extend the duration of any buff cast by this champion, continuous eels, by 1 turn. And obviously Master Hexer, same thing, but with the poison debuff, 30% by 1 turn. So that one ability, you know, you got 2 chances of something proccing onto an extra turn, basically, which is pretty good in 99% of the cases. So that the one case where this is going to be a major issue, I can't obviously show you at the moment, but I'm sure you've all done your faction wars. So stage 14 boss, she has a mirror universe ability, which obviously is an absolute pain in the ass, where she will take all of your buffs and give you all of her debuffs. So when you proc that lasting gifts and you have a 3-turn cooldown on your continuous heal, her 3-turn cooldown on her mirror universe will take that 3rd turn and heal her right back up on all of your people that are procs on, which is an absolute pain in the ass. So I can't get past that level, right? So I'm not saying that's why, but I think that has a lot to do with it. And I mean, I need more gear, I need better champs and all that sort of fun stuff, but I'm finding it very difficult. I have everything else in that up to 14, 3-star. 14, can't get past it. Very difficult. But faction wars are supposed to be difficult, right? Anyway, I'm getting off topic, so let's keep going. Booking him out. So like I said, you need this booked. No question about it. If you want to do this, you need this booked. You don't have to get these ones, but I mean, I had 7 books anyway. I put, I think, 4 in, and they all ended here, so I put the last 3 in, whatever. Happy days. I'd rather it didn't happen like that, but anyway, it is what it is. I guess one PSA about this. Look at this gear. This is not run you through Dragon 20 gear. This is, you try run through Dragon 20 gear with this, you're gonna wipe. He can't survive. There's no mitigation, there's no nothing. So, I mean, I can't even get up there. It's, as you'll see, I'm on 17, 5 minutes 4. So that there tells me straight away that, you know, 2 minutes 49 to 5 minutes 04. What's going on here? Okay, so there's a few. You've had a few wipes here probably. It's not going to be 100%. This one here probably 100%. Yeah. Prior to Bout L, I was stage 12, stage 13. Right. 100%. Most of them. Stage 12, stage 13. Ice Golem was the same. Stage 12, stage 13. Couldn't get anywhere further. Got him to stage 17 at 9 minutes. Dragon's Lair, obviously you just saw that at 5 minutes. Got him to stage 17. 18 is just that a little bit too much damage. Minotaur's Labyrinth, I actually had, I think stage 12 I was up to. Got Bad L. Managed to get to stage 13. Just with him in the lifesteal gear. Put him in the reflex gear, and I got to stage 14, and then I put him in the reflex gear, fully mastered and ascended, and I got to stage 15 with. I mean, I get through this fairly easily with him. Venomage obviously is in here as well. I try and keep poisons up to get that extra damage, 20% damage that he's got on his passive. So I don't know whether it works with other allies' poisons or whether it's just bad L's that he places. As you'll see here, you'll see a continuous, sorry, not a continuous heals, you'll see a cooldown reduction. I don't know whether you saw that, but it proc there. So his Malice will come up a lot quicker. So after this one, he should cast Malice again. We get to it, blah, 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 blah. Or not, okay, so now we're at 0 turns. So here comes Malice. Okay, fair enough. Anyway, obviously I'm completely wrong there. Now we get Malice. So as you can see, on Vogoth, it had a 3 turn. So the last thing gives proc there. I should probably slow it down a bit, just so you can sort of see what I'm talking about. Bloody hex. So we got Malice, continuous heals, so we got 3 turns there, we got 3 turns on the poison, 3 turns on the poison, 3 turns on the heal. It's amazing. So that's an extra 15% that you don't have to worry about of health. That's an extra 5% poison damage you don't have to worry about. I don't know if he's had another go yet. Doesn't look like it. Decreased cooldown, so that's proc there, which is great. He's got Malice again, so everyone, you know, he's got. It's crazy. Right, you can't. He out heals most of the damage that he takes, which is absolutely insane. Vogoth obviously is a tank with all of this. Like, this is crazy. Look how many heals. So you see at the end of this how many heals he actually puts out. So prior to this, I was obviously running Apothecary as my main healer, which is good. Apothecary is great because he's got that speed. He's so squishy and it is insane. Usually I'll run Apothecary instead of Venomage, but I just wanted to try Venomage with those extra poisons and the decreased defense and the decreased attack, which he's not even landing, unfortunately. But when he does, I think it all works pretty nice. I'm actually really keen to know what you guys run your Bad L in, whereabouts you are in progression, and I guess, like me, are you trying to transition from the early game account into a more mid game account, or are you like late to end game? I'm really keen to hear about it. So as you can see here, Bad L's done 671,000 healing, which is just crazy. Alhain's obviously in a lifesteal set, so she's doing a lot of healing off that. What else have we got? We can go into, let's say, maybe do Arcane Keep. So this one here is a bit funny. He's generally pretty good. It's just my issue at the moment, I guess, is damage mitigation. So everyone does a little bit too much damage for me to heal up properly, but slowly getting there. Just need some more levels, some more champions that do the skills that I want, like increased defense or decreased defense. all that sort of stuff. So obviously at the moment I'm working on getting a few of these really decent champs that I've pulled over the last couple of weeks up to a level where I want to, where I can use them, I suppose. I've got Skull Crown, I've got Reliquary Tender, I've got Nethril, I've got Ugo. I mean, just pulled Countess Lix, and literally just pulled Maneater now, so I've got that to do. Unkillable Clan Boss team is going to be a priority for me because I need to get those shards. Unfortunately, everyone's stuck at level 50, so I'm trying to level up food, get masteries. I'm trying to do all this stuff, which is just insane time, amount of time that I've got to spend on this. So, but suffice to say, I guess Bad Hell has absolutely changed this account in such a way that I don't actually want to pull any more legendaries until I've got him. Well, until I've got Nethril up to 60, until I've got my other legendaries up to 60, with the exception of War Chief. Although he seems to be pretty good in Magma Dragon, so we'll see about that. I've got a lot of epics and rares that I need to get up. There's a lot to do. I have a ton of work to do. Good thing though, Bad Hell's made this insanely easy, so it's really good. I'll let this video play out anyway, just to see if we can get a couple more procs on that reflex gear, because I mean that's what this is all about, right? Absolute pain in the ass that these guys do this. They remove the debuffs. This is probably where a lot of people wipe, I guess. I should put this up. So, inflicts 75% less damage against targets who have active buffs. So what you need to do is get these ads down as soon as possible. So if he has another turn, they're gone. Yeah, see, now he's going to have a turn and he's going to do the damage. Unfortunately, yeah, no buffs. No buffs up, so. Obviously with this you can sort of, I guess if you didn't have it on auto, you can play around with it and make sure you have the buffs up at the right time. Now that those two are dead though, it's fine. Just got to wait for his cooldown to I guess, cycle through, pick these two up. I don't really care about Venom Mage too much, but I mean, these three here could do it by themselves, easy enough. It's just going to be slow. It's probably not really a good showcase of this, but anyway. So now he's back up anyway. We've got Malice. There we go. So as soon as that's up, now we're laughing. You got 3 turn there, 3 turn there, 3 turn there. So we're not going to cop much more damage. And everyone's going to heal back up. Everything's back to normal. He's got a poison on him, so there's more damage going into him. It's just, Bad Hell is a absolute machine. And this is a very budget build, and he will give you a little bit more progression into that mid game, I guess, is where you want to sort of be going to. So obviously a lot of these stages along the quest line for Arbiter, you need to have level 13 dungeons cleared on auto, so you need something pretty solid for auto. Not all your champions need to survive, which is good. Let's just go into the missions for a sec. I'll show you where I'm at. So I'm at level 48 out of 75 on the legendary book. The next lot over is I get Arbiter. So I'm pretty close. I mean, if you look through this, I've got, you know, like most of this stuff is pretty much done. I mean, if you can't do this on Brutal, you probably shouldn't be focusing on this at the moment, but stage 13 or higher of the Minotaur Labyrinth on 10 times on auto. I mean, look, I can just go in here right now and get that done. I'll just go paying. I mean, I'm not going to obviously sit you guys through me doing. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take him in. I'm going to put somebody else in here for shits and giggles. Let's put Countess Lix in there. Yeah. She needs some. Let's go back here. Yeah, so I mean that's Bad Hell in a nutshell. Get some budget reflex gear because you want that to proc. It it doesn't matter what you've got, you just need speed. And obviously, if you want to put those masteries on, put those masteries on. But you need that reflex to proc. And you'll get those continuous heals out more, you'll get those poisons out more, and it'll just overall will boost your levels, even by 2 levels. It's going to be amazing. So obviously, Countess Lix is obviously not geared for this. I don't even know if she's got any gear on it. Thankfully, you still get the mastery scrolls, regardless of whether you're dead or not. I mean, old Hermit's just going to keep picking her up, but it doesn't really matter, does it? Double damage to enemies with Hex debuff serum. So that's what we want that for. Get rid of that Hex straight away. Get those heals going again. It's just, yeah, great. So he's on a 2-turn cooldown for that now, so he's not going to cast Hex again. So his survivability alone, just on that Malice, the cleanse, amazing. By the time he casts it again, we're ready to go with another Malice. Resist it all the time. So my issue at the moment, as you can probably tell, is my resistance is just nowhere near where it needs to be to continue. Everything gets resisted. I'm too slow. Just don't have the damage. I'm struggling to get over 10k damage on a couple of these champions. And Alhain is my campaign farmer, so she's doing a substantial amount of damage there actually. I'm pretty keen to see what Bad L does in terms of healing on this one. So I'll let this play through. I mean, this dude's got, look at those heals, 7,854 on 4 heals, so crazy. So we're around 32,000 heals just on 1 turn. Look at that, insane. So yeah, another 643,000 on the heals. But anyway guys, that's going to be it from me anyway. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this. I do hope that it's helped, and again, this is all thanks to Ash, who did this showcase last year. Ash, if you by some chance happen to watch this, mate, you're a legend, and I personally thank you for all your content. It's always top tier stuff, I should say. Apologies. Again, cheers for watching, and I'll catch you next time.